good crack.
Yeah?
The dog come out and I think, will he bite? Because he'd bark on my feet. Don't look at him and he won't bite you. Right. He's fucking afraid to move me head.
How you doing, folks? Back for another video in the series Women in Haulage. Today's video is brought to you by Defy Sportswear in RD. They supply my merchandise. Check out their socials. The quality of their stuff is unbelievable. We're here today with Kerri, a milk collection driver working for Charles Riley in Cavan. Kerri, thanks for having us.
No bother now. No bother.
How long are you driving? You're fairly fresh. You're fresh on the scene.
Yeah, I only started about 7 months ago, May, whenever that was.
So
in January now.
You came out of you were kind of involved in haulage in an office sector, or a haulage sector in an office area, we'll say.
Yeah, it was customs clearance I was working at before this.
So you weren't totally green to lorries, you knew a bit about them.
I was fairly green now, but yeah, you could say that, I suppose.
What notion did you take that you wanted to be a lorry driver?
I think notion would be the way to put it. I was at college below in Wexford and I was doing a night course below, and sure, I was spending more days sitting below at Ross there watching the lorries coming in and out than I was in the course. So took a notion, went and booked the theory test below and done it, and sure, I had that then, I might as well done the rigid, and then I had that then, I might as well done the Arctic, and I'm here now.
And was there anyone in the family with connections to the haulage, or?
Not really, no. There would have been a farm at home. Father used to buy and sell machinery years ago, and there would have been a lad around the yard in a lorry a bit, but that would have been the only time I was ever in lorries, so that was probably where I came from. Just got the bug.
And to go with milk collection, it's a different. It's not the easiest. Like, we were out here this morning. It was -2 or 3 this morning. I wouldn't fancy it.
Yeah, no. Well, to be honest with you, I got it very hard to get someone to take me on when I went looking for a job, and I would have never even dreamt of going for milk. I wouldn't have even thought of it, to be honest with you. Well, I put the sample bottle on first, because you need a sample for each individual farmer. Let me pipe out. Set the cap off. Pipe on. Right, open the valve now. This one's a bit different than most of them. There we go. I have to wait for this to go to stop flashing, and then I press the button to open the valve. So just to get going, there's GPS in the tank, so it should pick up the farmer's number. And then just start. Start pumping itself. Pipe off with the last of it. Step back in the back of the tank. It'll just print out the docket then for the farmer. And that's us. Wash on. now, and that's us done. Came in contact with Kerri then, and they took me on, and it was all for luck then.
How has the Rileys been to you as an employer?
She's been second to none. They couldn't have been any better to me now getting started. Because I said to you earlier, like even coming out of the test, they never show you how to hook a trailer on or off. And like, I never ever drove a lorry beforehand. So even great patience with that. I hadn't a fiddler's notion coming in.
They took you under their wing and they...
Oh yeah, and serious patience too. They definitely needed them. But no, they couldn't be better to me now, that's for sure.
And when you made contact with them, were they kind of like, Jesus, are you sure you're going to be cut out for this, or are you...
No, there was none of that at all now.
No judgment or none of that?
No, none of that at all now. It was dead on. They started taking me with them of a Sunday when I was still in my last job, and to see that I even like it before I went off and, went at it full time. But I have to say, they give me a great chance now. Definitely.
Because it's a repetitive kind of a job. You're on the same runs every day or whatever. Like, it wouldn't be for everyone. I know I said that to you earlier. I done a couple of days at Milkwood with a fella. Kind of was going to do a bit of relief driving from him. No, this isn't for me.
Yeah. Everyone says that, but sure, I've nothing to compare it to.
Yeah.
I was never at it before, but I don't see myself leaving it now.
But you're happy. You're...
I am. I have to say, I love it now. I do love it.
And speaking of it, love, what do you love about life on the road?
It's just nice being out on your own and you're not your own boss kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's up to myself what time I go and what time I go home. You're as well go early and home early, but you know what I mean? There's no one breathing down your neck all day as such.
No.
They're out on the road and the music up, and you'll be happy out. Happy out now.
And then what do you hate about life on the road?
Hate about life on the road? Jesus.
Or what's your pet peeves about life on the road?
Well, the other drivers, that'll be about the height of it.
Funny, that's one of the most common answers.
Yeah, you'd know that yourself, fucking hell.
Yeah, that is one of the most common answers.
Yeah, especially with the milking you're on back roads and there's just about the width of the lorry. Now,
look, as we speak,
can't reverse.
We can't put this on camera. He's reversing down the fucking slip road.
Yeah, that's proving the point there. That's just enough said.
Anyway, back on topic. What are the main challenges faced by women in the industry?
Well, I have to say, I'm getting on shocking well. I haven't had any bother as such now. I haven't really. I got on, like, they never batted an eyelid when they took me on, or, there was never any of that. I never felt I was any different.
Yeah.
No, I have to say, I wouldn't have much bother that way.
The answers about that was, what would you change about, or what would you change in the industry, was the acceptance. A couple of the lassies spoke about that, about being accepted in that, but as you say, the Rileys accepted you and took you under their wing and away they went.
Oh, there was no hassle, and even in the creamery, like all the lads, they couldn't do enough for you. Like I haven't had any hassle that way now.
Well, you're drawn into Lakeland and Baylor, and I don't think you're the first woman in there.
I don't know now. I never really see many women. There is one other woman I'd see her, but
yeah, I know. I think it was at Hall.
No. Halls I think has a few women.
Do you find driving lonely?
Not really now. As I say, I'm only had a few months, so that might kick in a while yet, but
the novelty hasn't wore off you.
So everyone keeps telling me. But I'd be on the phone a good bit, through the radio, of course.
But, yeah. Safety first.
Yeah, no, there would be. You'd be on the phone a good bit. I wouldn't find it, especially, I suppose others might find it when they're just up and down to Dublin and, long runs like that, but I'd be stopping in farms every 10-20 minutes and trying to get out of them talking would be with the biggest problem. They all want to stand and talk all day, so you'd be talking a lot of the day.
Yeah, farmers love to talk.
Yeah,
they love to talk.
Yeah.
Do you find it hard on your mental health some days? If you're having a bad day at home or stuff is going on, do you find that you bring it with you in the lorry, or are you able to segregate it?
No, I just feel like saying no to everything here, but no, I have to say, I enjoy it. Like, it's half the battle when you enjoy it.
Yeah.
No, I haven't found that now yet at all.
Do you find it affects relationships, not only your own partner, but relationships with family and friends, as in you don't get to see them, or you might have to leave early because you're up for work in the morning?
You'd find like that, the odd thing you'd have to leave early, or miss an odd family function, or, you know what I mean, you wouldn't be drinking at them anymore, definitely not anyway.
Yeah.
That kind of way, but yeah, no, it's slightly like, but nothing too outrageous now.
If you could change one thing about the industry, what would it be?
One thing about the industry, Jesus, I don't really know now. I'm not much good to you here now.
Yeah, no, well, if you, it's.
I think I'm just getting a very lucky run of it now, to be honest with you. I don't have any hassle. I don't really now.
This question might necessarily apply to you, but what are the services like on the road for women? Now, I know we had an awful job to get coffee this morning, so there wasn't that many services, so there's probably not many services on the routes that you're on anyway.
No, like this stretch of motorway, it'd be the only bit I'd be on the whole time, and there's no services actually on this stretch. And then sure, the back roads wouldn't be any real either. And not one you do come across, you can't get pulled up on it dead, and you've seen that yourself earlier.
Yeah.
The services wouldn't be ideal now, definitely not. But
are you taken serious when you report a problem with the lorry or the tank?
I think so anyway. They don't let on. Yeah, oh God, yeah. There'll be no hassle. There'll be no hassle that way. If I say it, and they'll have it in surely straight away.
Have you ever felt intimidated on any of the farms or on any of the creameries or that?
I have one or two farms you'd feel a bit uncomfortable with, but it's in any walk of life really. But
in what sense? How or why would you be made feel uncomfortable?
There'd be a few fellas wouldn't see women very often now, and creepy as such more than anything.
Are you being judged?
Geez, not judged, they're just a bit weird now.
Do you find that lorries take over your life?
They would a bit now. They would a bit. I'm not complaining now, not in a bad way, but I'd say I'd take the lorry home with me all week, and I'd leave the car in the creamery. So I'd anywhere to go in the evenings, like you know what I mean. I'd have in the car to go anywhere, but I can take it home if I want, like. But
yeah.
I would a bit now.
You haven't went down the route yet of polishing and tyre shining every evening?
Not every evening, no. I done it for a truck run once. I was about the height of it, but I would wash it now, say maybe every second evening or every third evening in the creamery, because when you're emptying, there's power washers there. You can wash it as it's emptying.
Do you get offered help when you're tipping or when you're in collecting farms? If like some of the yards there this morning, didn't want to video them just out of privacy towards the farmers, but some of the yards are tight, there's stuff in your way, Do lads kind of say, the last lad done it, so you'll manage, or?
There's a lot of that, yeah. Lorry's got in here before, what's wrong with you? But they would say if the farmer was there, he'd he'd give you a back and up, he'd be, come on ahead, you can keep coming now.
Yeah.
In the creamery there, you'd pull in, lads that have the pipes hooked on most times before you're even out of the lorry.
Right.
To be dead on, there's even an odd farm you go to, and by the time you get back, the tanky is the door open and the pipe out. So they would now. They're dead on. Now.
Have you found yourself in a position where you had to ask for help, or you weren't able to do anything?
No, not as of yet. Anyway.
You got
not
through
really.
it.
Yeah, well, help with things that I wouldn't have known as such, but not because I couldn't do it. That kind of way.
Do you get the same work as your male colleagues?
Yeah, sure. They're all farms, so I reckon they're the same anyway.
And what would you say to anyone who says it's a man's job?
Jesus, doesn't really matter what fucking bit you have, it's all the one. We can all do the same job.
Well,
It's all the fucking one.
I think that the
To
stigma.
put it crudely.
Well, that's the way it is. But I think the stigma around the whole thing that says it's a man's job, I think that's changing very, very quick.
It is. You wouldn't have many saying that nowadays.
Well, you'd still some of the older
You
generation
would.
and that, but
You would say older people there, but
women are becoming, they're a lot more common now behind the wheel of a lorry.
yeah, you'd meet a good few on the road now.
Yeah.
Definitely would.
And what advice would you give to anyone thinking about getting the licence?
I don't spend too long thinking. Just go ahead and get it. Jeez, I thought about it for a long time, and just the best thing I ever done was just go and get it. Just definitely.
Have you ever been going down the road and you just put your hands on your head and think, why did I ever start this?
Not yet, anyway. Not yet. Maybe you ask me that again another year or two time, but not at the minute.
Have you had bad days yet?
Oh jeez, everyone has bad days. Everyone has bad days, but
I think at least once a week.
you nearly just have to laugh at them at this stage.
So if you don't laugh,
You know,
you cry.
yeah, so anything goes wrong, you would just laugh with it.
And what has been your most favourite memory since you started driving?
Favourite memory?
Or what's the one thing that stands out at you that you thought, yes?
I suppose getting out on the road on your own for the first time. It's always a good feeling. His first load, I think it was the first load I done was the Donegal with cream, and it's a great feeling getting out on your own, you know.
And then what would be your most daunting memory or your worst memory?
Jeez, I said this morning now when I got out the mud and seen that ice. But yeah, no, I'd say now the first time now with the ice and you know, and the frost and that, it's a different story in a car as you know in this yoke.
Yeah.
But probably that now. I haven't really had much other, you know, daunting experiences as such.
So all in all, you have no regrets about getting the licence?
No. But I'm not at it very long, as I say, so everyone keeps telling me that give it time, so.
Yeah, look, it's a love-hate
Pretty
relationship.
sure you said that to me this morning too.
It's a love-hate relationship, yeah it is, it's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah. No complaints so far anyway.
Well, I think I have nothing really more to ask you. Have you anything you want to add in?
Not really as such now. No, jeez, I'm great crack all together, but no, not really. Not really.
That's alright. Folks, we're going to be taking a couple of weeks of a break. This will be episode 6. We're going to be taking a couple of weeks of a break to get a few more episodes done and back up with another 6. So thanks, like and subscribe, and thank you.